Hey guys, what's up? Today is gonna be the last day you see me having this teeth and this teeth. This tooth. Two, plural, they're teeth. So they are two premolars and I'm gonna be removing them. Well, anyway. Today, uh, I can't do Stranger Things Season 2 review right now. Or can I do mini album reviews 5 right now? I have the scripts already. I have the scripts written already. But unfortunately, I can't do it right now because of lack of time and my parents in the house. So I'm gonna do a really quick and simple review of the latest crossover of the CW uh, TV channel. A crossover between The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Crisis on Earth X. Now, I've watched The Flash season 1, 2, 3, and now I'm watching 4, and I also watched Supergirl season 1, which is quite terrible and cringy, to be honest. I didn't have the time to watch Arrow or Legends of Tomorrow, so there's a lot of references that I don't really get, but it's okay. It's okay. So they decided to collaborate again and have a huge crossover called Crisis on Earth X. Last year we have Invasion exclamation mark, which is basically aliens invading the Earth, Earth 1 or whatever Earth that was. I forgot. But it was actually okay. I mean, it isn't the best crossover ever, but it's actually like decent. It has some decent moments on it. Yes, there's also cringy moments on it, but overall, I accept it. But this one, I feel like Crisis on Earth X is a little bit worser than Invasion. First of all, the whole Nazi thing. I get it. Like, it's adapted from like a comic that's written in the 1970s. But I know Nazis are terrible, but you don't have to express it such enthusiastically. Like, there's a scene where the Nazis attacked like the heroes, and the heroes were all like, "I hate Nazis." And there's also a lot of cringy and dumb scenes. I kind of like Eobard Thawne's return, and I also kind of like the whole Nazi version of Supergirl and Arrow thing. I think that's pretty interesting. But other than that, the heroes, they're sarcastic, they're funny, they're wannabe funny, but honestly, most of the humor in the show doesn't land. And there's a lot of lackluster moments, a lot of talking, a lot of blah blah blahs, a lot of filler scenes, and overall, it's not as good as Invasion, and it's not that good. But there's a scene in episode 3, in part 3, that I actually kind of like, and it's cliche as hell, but it's also kind of smart. And it is the scene where Oliver, aka Arrow, disguised himself as Dark Arrow, you know, and it's really cliche, but I guess that works. And I also kind of like the scene in part 4 where where I don't want to spoil it, but two people, they were really close to each other, and one of them is going to die, and it gets really emotional. And although it's not that emotional, but it's memorable and powerful. Although it's also kind of predictable that the person will die. If I were the writers, I would also pick that person as, you know, as the person who dies. So it's not too huge of a surprise for me to see that person die. it's heartbreaking a bit, but not that much. And at the end, yeah, it's it's not that good. It's not super terrible either. The acting performances are corny. The lines are also pretty cheesy and cringy. I mean, the story is going to a pretty intriguing direction, but I would love to see the writers develop a more mature sense in writing, you know. But overall, if you want a score from me, I guess it would be a 6 out of 10, a 7 to a 6, which is not terrible, but there's a lot of room for improvements. So, have you watched the crossover from 1 to 10? How much would you rate it? Like if you like it, hate if you hate it, and subscribe if you want more.